Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Keurig K-Express. I did purchase this product myself, and any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, the link to it will be in the video description. We also have linked our daily deals website, so be sure to check those deals out as well. This model we have here is in black, but there's 7 color options available, so pick and choose the color that best suits you. This is how it comes shipped to us in a very generic looking box. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature consisting of some coupons and deals, as well as our quick start guide. And the quick start guide walks you through everything you need to know about your new coffee maker, like your before you brew steps, followed by your button and control overview, how to brew your first cup of coffee. And then on the back side, they have your maintenance and care, like the descaling for your brewer. You can follow the steps there, but basically every 3 months, you'll want to descale that whenever the notification pops up for you on the brewer itself. Then moving along, we have our drip tray here. It's removable in 2 pieces, so very easy to wash and clean. And then last but not least, we have the brewer itself. Let's take a look at our Keurig in more detail. Starting with the top of the Keurig, we have the Keurig logo and branding front and center. We can open up the lid to reveal where we put our K-Cup there. And you can pop this section out for easy maintenance and cleaning. And then you can just pop it right back in. It just snaps in place. There's a reminder for the sharp point up at the top, so keep that in mind. On the back side, we have our removable water reservoir with a max indicator there for the max fill and a removable lid. So you can see that from all different sides and angles here. And here's a look at that back side with the water tank removed. We have additional product info right there for you. And that just goes right back on there. Here's a look at the right side of the machine and the left side of the machine. The very bottom of the machine right here, so you can get a feel for how that looks. And then we can look at it from the very front. This is where the drip tray is going to go, right down here. So that again will just slide right in place like so, and it's very easy to remove. And then the top cover is also removable there. And you'll notice in the very front we have our buttons and controls right here. So 8, 10, 12 ounce options and a strong button. We have our power button, and then we have our add water light and our descale light that will come on automatically once it's time, about every 3 months, and it will go off once you complete the descaling procedure. So now let's go ahead, let's fire this up. Before we can brew our first cup of coffee, we have to do what they call a cleansing brew. So we have the unit plugged in, we have our water tank filled up to the max line. We're gonna open up the lid to activate our brewer here. We are not gonna put any K-cups in. This is gonna be left blank. Then we're gonna shut it. We're gonna press the 8 ounce option, and we're gonna let it go ahead and pour out hot water. That's going to be the cleansing brew. We're just going to dump out that hot water. Then we'll be able to add our K-cup and brew coffee. All right, it just finished with the hot water there. Still have some steam rising. The machine's still making a little bit of noise here, so we'll give it another second. All right, we can dump it out and let's start brewing. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to add our K-cup in. So just position it in. We have plenty of water in the tank still. We're going to shut that. We're going to select the 8 ounce option. We're not going to do the strong button. Just 8 ounces. We're going to press that. We're also going to start our timer for everything here. We'll see how long it takes to brew. And we'll also check the temperature as well to see how hot our coffee gets coming out of the Keurig. All right, so the coffee has stopped, but we're still hearing a little bit of noise on the machine. There we go. That's super quick. 1 minute, 12 seconds for it to brew a nice cup of coffee. That is going to be, let's check the temperature now. It's getting nice and toasty here. Over 127, 141 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, it appears we peaked at 172.5 degrees Fahrenheit. If you can see that on our thermometer there, 172.5. Now I thought we'd see how quickly it brews with the strong setting selected. So K-cups in. We press the strong button, then you still have your ounce buttons blink and light up. So we're gonna do 8 ounces again, hit that start button, and we'll see how long it takes to brew our stronger coffee. All right. So instead of 1 minute and 12 seconds, it's 1 minute and 17 seconds. I thought for sure it'd be a lot longer with the stronger setting selected. Now, keep in mind, we just used the same K-Cup again, so that's why you're seeing a difference in colors between these two cups of coffee. We just used a diluted, already brewed through once K-Cup there, but really interesting to see about the same time whether you want it on the stronger side or not. Overall, this Keurig is very simple and straightforward. I really like the controls on the side here. Very easy to customize it exactly how we want to the correct ounce, as well as strong or not, and then we could easily see the add water light and the descale light. Now, for this particular unit, simple, straightforward, fairly small design as well. It's not the most compact version they have. There's a mini one behind me that you'll see that's much tinier if that's of importance to you, if you put a high emphasis on space premium on your countertops or your coffee bar. For this particular unit, I like that we have the large water tank on the back. Now, when it is empty, it feels a little silly because it kind of wants to come out of the station a little bit. It's kind of wobbly, not sturdy, but once you fill that tank with water, then it seats nicely in the back of the unit. But it does kind of feel a little bit cheap with how they have that water tank and how it mounts on the back of the unit with a little slight gap and wiggle there. I mean, I understand the simplicity of this design and it just slots right in, and that little hook keeps it there for the most part. It's not going to come out, but the fact that it has that wiggle, I don't know why, it just kind of bothers me. It just seems a little cheap. So there's probably a better way that they could do that tank, but it is very easy to remove and then reinstall. So we got to give them credit where credit is due. But simple, straightforward, really nice looking single serve coffee maker. Cheers.